Going to start the show in a little bit, but first I want to show you guys a piece that I did a while back right here. It's kind of a contemporary Polynesian piece with a koi fish, a hibiscus flower, but that's just what we could do nowadays, along with this next piece. This is a chest piece, half sleeve that I did. It's a Polynesian kind of mixture, but we're going to be talking about some differences between Samoan and Hawaiian designs, and this next one is a Samoan design. It's not a traditional Samoan piece because it wasn't done hand tapped the old way, but it's good to kind of get an idea of the symbols and motifs and see the differences. And this is Samoan, and this next piece here it's Polynesian, but it has a lot of Hawaiian designs in it, but we're gonna get more into that later. So not only are we going to get into the differences between Hawaiian and Samoan, but we're going to go over some patterns, and I'm going to draw it out and kind of answer some questions from you guys. So hopefully you guys engage with us, and we'll see you guys here in a little bit.
Mana koi te moana te enua, Mariu mai o taringa ki taku karakia e. Akama inu ia mai a matou tamariki e. I te mai rua tapuno.
Welcome to TATtalk, everyone. Thanks for joining us here. And you just saw a quick video of my cousins over in Las Vegas. I want to congratulate Nainoa and Sala George for their wedding. They've been together for a while, and you know what? It was amazing. The wedding was amazing, full of culture and family. Like family on both sides of the family. Family on both sides of the family. Not only did we get to see a lot of our family, but meet their family, and they were from all over. Actually, I didn't really know my cousins. Well, my cousin Yvette, she's from Hawaii, and she's Chamorro, but her husband Henry, he's from Cook Island, and they had family from New Zealand, I think Tonga.
Wow, that's crazy.
Other places,
like
all over.
I mean, plane. They don't have to sail.
They all came.
Yeah.
It was amazing. The wedding was amazing, and the best thing was, and I kind of wanted to show a quick clip of the video to show everyone how you can have, history and keep traditions alive in today's world, because they still had, they were in tuxedos and dresses and everything. And
that was just a little clip. I mean, if you guys seen the full
I want to thank Robert for
Yeah.
editing that.
Oh,
I mean,
thank you.
he did a good job.
Yeah.
Real quick, we had to, and that's the best video we can get. I'm sure they had videographers and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're gonna come out with some like
Really
amazing
good stuff.
shots.
Yeah.
But that's just from the seat I was in.
That,
You
and
know,
then-
I mean, wherever we could get the shot.
And the Rosette had the good camera shot. Our cameramen were doing good this week.
Yeah, they had to sneak up wherever they could, you know, to get shots. But again, it was just an idea to show you
Yeah.
guys how we are moving forward along with the show. You know, this show is a way that we can use a flat platform with today's technology to spread the culture, share information that we know, and keep it alive in today's world as everyone's getting into computers and technology and materialistic things. We have to remember to stay with our roots and remember our roots. And most importantly, I think it's really important to talk about loving one another no matter what, and sharing with each other regardless of the culture you're in.
Yeah.
Or you know, any barriers. We
lot
have
of people,
to connect.
A lot of people like to put walls up. It's like me and you talk, and people I've met across Polynesia. I'm native. I'm native from America, Native American, which I don't like to say. America doesn't mean nothing to me.
Oh, you don't like to say Native American?
No, I'm First Nations, indigenous.
Okay,
but
okay.
when I say that, that means I'm connected to everybody. I don't have a wall of America put between me and my other indigenous brothers and sisters. So to
Right.
me, it's like we've all connected before. Why should we put walls up now because I'm a Luseno native and you're Polynesian and we can't get along? No, there's no walls between us. We're brothers and sisters. You know,
Right.
we trade knowledge back then. We still should be able to trade knowledge even in these modern times.
And there's a lot of similarities between the cultures,
big time.
which is why we start the museum.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see it as you collect artifacts that we were one people in the past. So again, I just want to congratulate Nainoa and Sala on their wedding.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Congratulations. It was beautiful to watch.
And
I mean,
thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for all the family coming together and sharing your culture. They did a gift exchange. That was the tapa and all the gifts that they were giving amongst the elders.
And those are those still
mom
like
and grandma.
handmade still? Are they?
I don't know. You know, I can't really say. I think some was just like lava-lavas and stuff, but I don't know. I was in my seat. I was just watching. So
Handmade or not, it's still beautiful, man. It was a beautiful thing to watch. It's like you say, you're keeping your culture alive in a modern time. There's nothing wrong with being modern, but still having connections to your roots. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone's culture out there that's watching, wherever you're from, I'm sure you guys have your own customs, ceremonies that would be amazing to see from another culture and standpoint too. And again, this is why we like to share, and this is a platform to share that. We had a couple people expressing concern about some viewers were not even one viewer was mentioning that the colonizers
Our
take the knowledge and bastardize it. I think that's what he said.
Yeah,
but
he's taking shots, basically. He's judging before.
well, I don't even want to say that. I mean,
Okay.
I agree. I know where he's coming from, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna have those feelings. And the good thing is I did my prayers. I went to the elders, and I did my own soul searching before this whole process of TATtalk and everything.
Yeah.
And I understand how we have to respect our elders and the culture and the information and knowledge. And you know, the thing is, I'm still a student of the art and craft and the culture, and I will always be until I die. And we have to come together to perpetuate this. And those that don't want to and want to hold on to it, I mean, by all means, we're free to do whatever we want. Everything that I'm sharing with you guys, it's public. You can go in books. I've probably spent like a lifetime's worth. I mean, thousands of dollars on books that you can find yourself. I did research, and the elders that I spoke to throughout Polynesia, I express concern all the time about sharing information and my love for the culture and wanting to share it and asking permission. And they're more than happy, and they say, no, share it.
Yeah.
People have to know the truth. people don't want like let me just share a quick story. When I was young, I saw the Pro Bowl on TV, and that's always done in Hawaii. And when I first saw the hula dancers come out, and I was in Hawaii, and they came out in grass skirts, but it was like kind of, I guess, like Party City type. I mean, it was a little upscale than that, but it still wasn't traditional. I kind of got angry because I was like, this is what people are watching on TV, and they think this is real. And at that moment, I think it stuck with me that that's wrong. And instead of blaming them for it and just pointing the finger and saying, I hate that, they shouldn't do that, I always was motivated to find a solution and take action.
Yeah. Sorry
for the baby in the background. We had our little baby come in and join us today.
Yeah.
But my whole point was that I was like motivated to do something in my life to make change.
Well, it's like what way I see it is this. It's really simple, but there's not many shows like the one we're doing. If not, there's none. There's nothing out there asking the people for their opinions or their stories or what knowledge they have from their culture. There's nothing. When I was younger, I wish there was YouTube to where I could tune in and see someone talk about indigenous culture, any indigenous culture, to make me feel connected or feel good about myself for being who I am. And I want, if anything, to affect the younger generations. That's what we're here for, is to show them it's okay to be you. It's okay to be from New Zealand or Hawaii or Fiji or North America, South America, Central America, Europe. Like, it's okay to have your traditions because we're here talking about it and it's important to us. So if it's important to us and there's value to us, there's value to you. That means you're somebody. We're not trying to hide it from nobody.
Right.
And that's a bonus to me. You know, kids could just see that, and maybe they'll have their own podcast talking about their own thing, or they'll have their own museum in the future, or want to be a great artist, you know?
Well, that's what it's all about, the youth, you know? So that's what this platform is for, guys. You know, I kind of want to say it's your platform. I'm not here to talk about myself. I'm not here to talk about, you know, how much I know and all that. I'm still learning. But I come across a lot of people that have questions, and I find myself answering these questions individually to these artists or different aspiring artists and people. And I'm like, you know what? We got to share it to the world, because if you're taking the time out to watch this, then I have a feeling you care about culture. And if you care about culture, then you're going to use your pu'uvai, your heart, to guide you to use it the right way and respect the culture. So with that being said, let's move on and let's share and let's do this. So first off, I wanna say aloha, Maria, Lam. Okay, there's a lot. Victoria, Susanna, Alan, Cameron, Mike, Cameron, Matt, Satawa. I was in the Navy. What's up, Matt? David, Jacob, what's up? Uncle Elamano, how's it? And Derek.
Mahalo,
everyone.
Mahalo.
Uncle Elamano, mahalo. Pu'uvai. That's right. And you know, Uncle Elamano is an elder, a kupuna. Like, I go to him for guidance a lot, and he's the one that just go use your na'au, your pu'uvai, and follow your heart, you know, and that's what I do. And I feel good about it. And it's good. Aloha, Derek. Myrna, Hafade, Edward. So, guys, today what we're gonna do, it was great last week, so we're gonna go forward with it. We're gonna do a giveaway. So everyone watching today, all of you, please comment. So everyone that made a comment, even if you said aloha, Hafade, how's it, you get entered into a raffle. I love giving things away.
That's
the low spirit. That's the low spirit. So what we're gonna do is throughout the show, randomly, we're gonna pull names. Whoever made some comments, we're gonna give some gifts, And we have IslandTAT t-shirts, IslandTAT decals, stickers, hats, all kinds of stuff.
Comment.
So just comment.
Yeah.
Say what's up. Say how's it. So today's show, we are going to be going over the differences between Samoan and Hawaiian. I'm going to just give you guys an intro for those of you that are just joining in. Differences between Samoan and Hawaiian designs, and go over some Polynesian designs, and then I'm going to do a quick tutorial on some designs as well, on like drawing it and the differences between that. But first, we had some questions about, I guess, tattooing, designing. So Robert, what's some questions that you have?
We had a question from Philip. I can't say his last name.
You can move the wheel because it's the wheel.
That was in my way.
Yeah. We're going to do that right after this, guys. But for now, we're going to answer some questions real quick.
Oh, thanks, Josh, for letting me know.
Hey, we wing it here. That's how we do.
So
it's live.
So Philip wanted to know if Josh is Polynesian, and did he learn from the Polynesian people?
Okay, so yes. Yes and yes. I'm Polynesian. And I did learn from Polynesian people. And you know what's funny is I just found out I'm Melanesian. I'm not Polynesian.
Well, it wasn't the old map?
It's funny. Yeah, but my point is that I found out I'm like 1% Fijian. Right? DNA.
Oh, that's right. Oh, the DNA. Yeah.
And that's Melanesian. But the point I want to make is that it's in your heart. It's where you're raised. I was raised in Hawaii. That's where I was raised. And, I'm Chamorro. I'm Hawaiian. So I could say I'm Polynesian. But there's a lot of people that aren't Polynesian that love tattoos, that love Polynesia, and want to learn how to do this. And it's all about, for me, it's all about your heart, and your intent. What do you intend to do? So... yes, I'm Polynesian, proud to be, and I'm also I also learned from Polynesians, Chamorro, like the whole spectrum all over. I learned from a lot of people.
And then we had another question, which is maybe a repeat we usually get throughout the season. It's from Jay Tongson. He said, would it be disrespectful for a non-Polynesian person to have a Polynesian tattoo? Or if that said person designed his own pattern without knowing the meaning?
Good question. And we that gets asked almost every other show, but it's always good to talk about it because we have a lot of new viewers. So a lot of people ask if they're not Polynesian, is it okay to get a Polynesian tattoo? And the way that I see it is, it's all about respect, and you want to respect yourself along with the culture. You're respecting yourself by learning the culture. So if you're going to get a Polynesian tattoo, go and do some research. If you watch this show, great. This is what we do on the show, is talk about different cultures and Polynesian tattoos and what it's about. But that goes to show that you respect the culture and you do respect yourself by knowing what you're putting on yourself, because all these symbols and motifs have meanings from each culture. And no one's asking you to be a master and a professor at Polynesian tattoos, but there's a big difference between just getting something because it looks cool and getting something because you respect it and you want something with meaning that means something to you in your life. So that's all I have to say about it. And if you design it, again, you're going to have to kind of know how you're designing and putting it together. And that's kind of what we do here with the tattoo tutorials. I still encourage everyone to get a apprenticeship wherever, if you want a tattoo. But this tattoo tutorial is a very, very basic way that I can show you guys how Polynesian designs are used in a tattoo and how it can have some meanings, just to give you a basic idea to start you off, And this is a great way for you to ask questions as well while we're designing, if you have any questions. So
we got actually a good question. Someone just asked, tuned in, Victoria Piper. She I just skipped the rest of her middle name, but
Aloha.
She wanted to know, how
Victoria.
do I find you on YouTube? So on YouTube, Victoria, we have a channel called TATtalk Live, It has the symbol of the show, TATtalk Live, on it, and it's organized. You can find all the videos, or you go to the playlist where we have everything separated from Journey in the Pacific to tattoo tutorials to breaking down tattoos, along with some other cultural education we have on the show. We also have an Instagram page where we upload certain videos, but there are some videos we can't upload that are a minute long. Mm-hmm. So we're starting our IGTV page where we can upload videos from probably 4 minutes that we usually have to 10 minutes. So we just started that recently. I just uploaded a video to the IG page or the TV page for the tribute to Route 91. So if you want to check that out, it's about 4 minutes long and it's on there. It's going to be on there. Only difference is that you just got to turn your phone sideways and you watch a full screen.
There you go.
So it's
turn
good.
It sideways.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to give a shout out to Robert because he's over here putting in a lot of work. All these videos, he chops it up, he uploads it. You know, this is a lot of work. I mean, I'm over there tatting for hours and, you know, working on the clothing and doing all this. So we have a small team, but a strong team. We have Suni and John tatting. They're doing their job. You know, Cameron's over here working hard like he does.
Learning.
We got Rosette, my wife. She's in the background doing all the switching over with the computer. I mean, it's a small team, but you know what? It's family, and that's how you know it's real.
And so there's another good question by Edward Law. He wants to know what's your take on Lou? Oh yes. Yeah, I see that. My eyes need to get checked.
No, it's all good.
It says, what is your take on Brazilian UFC fighters?
That's a good point
tats?
Because I've seen that lately. I've seen a lot of Brazilian, not only fighters, but artists. There's a lot of tattoo artists that are from Brazil doing Polynesian tattoos. And, you know, my opinion on that is the same. I hope that they are doing their research. I hope. But honestly, who am I to say anything? You know, I'm just giving my opinion. But
I guess I would ask the audience, what do you think about not even just Brazilians? You know, some of them are indigenous. What do you think about indigenous people mixing cultures, representing by different cultures?
Well, that's true. Because I'm sure Brazil has their native indigenous people.
And I think
I don't know what. And
that's like a line. Like I've been to Europe, I've been to the islands, and people are quick to say like, "Oh, hey, you're American," and I'm like, "Well, I'm native, I'm indigenous." Oh, it's like I'm accepted right away. It's Well, if that's, I mean, is that for everything? Is that for, you know, I know a lot of Polynesian people who join us in our events, and it's just like they're at home because our cultures are so alike.
Yeah, I think it's all about just accepting and loving everyone.
And having that respect, I guess.
Just
like you said, the integrity, you know, your heart has to be right. You know, you can't go in a negative way.
And I think that starts here, like with us. Again, I say respect it. I mean, it doesn't even matter if you're Polynesian and you're doing Polynesian tattoos without knowing what it is. That's another point, right? I mean, still respect it. I mean, it really doesn't matter because nowadays you got people that's not even from the islands that are engulfed in Polynesia so much. I tattoo clients that travel, you know, once or twice, however they can every year, and they're in love with the islands. It's like their spirit is Polynesian, you know? I don't understand it, but I know it's real.
I mean, it's like, okay, for instance, you're saying people who are non-poly, and it's like my culture. Our teacher who teaches our language is an American guy. He's a white guy. It took someone from outside to come in and take it serious and to learn and studied it day in and day out to where he spoke it fluently. And
I'm sure some indigenous people are like, hey, you can't do that or whatever. Well, and you got some that are like, hey, that's good.
Well, it's funny because our people fought for our language to be taught in the Palomar local community college. So, I mean, he teaches it, but I think it's more of he teaches it wrong, which to me is like he brought back the language to life. Without him and him learning from an elder, actually taking it serious, it'd be gone.
Well, that's good. It kind of sparked it.
Yeah, kinda, but I think that goes for all this stuff.
There you go.
Everything.
I mean, I guess all this. We can go on and on, but aloha everyone. You know what? Let's do a giveaway. So we got a bunch of people that made comments. Again, if you're just joining, go ahead and make a comment throughout the show. We're gonna do raffles and we're gonna be giving away. We got stickers, decals, hats, t-shirts. But I just appreciate everyone taking the time to watch and care about culture and share with everyone else. So that's why we're doing this. And thank you for liking and following. Oh yeah, so just like and follow the page. That's very important because we want to grow our community. So go ahead, spin the wheel, and here we go. We're gonna do our first giveaway, and that is gonna be a decal. Now the decals, we got some pretty cool decals. It's not just the logo decal, the turtle, but you wanna go get me some decals?
Yeah, we have the.
I want to show them what we got.
The hula dancer.
We got a hula dancer,
the Kaiko warrior,
the warrior. This is just an example of one of the decals for your car. I don't know if you can see the detail, but I'm gonna go close.
No.
It looks like a white sheet of paper, but it's not. It's a sticker. And later, we're gonna, maybe in other shows, we'll have better displays for you. But it's cool. There, you could see, hopefully. Anyways, these are decals. So it's not just like a small sticker, but we are going to include some stickers for you guys. Again, we just appreciate you guys watching and joining this community. We also have a hula dancer. Bad display. Sorry, Josh.
You should put on your gray laptop.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you can't.
Anyway, okay, so there you go. So, raffle, who gets that? Maria Edwards. Congratulations.
Yay.
All right, Maria, you just won something. There you go. See, just make a comment, guys. And those of you rewatching the show, I know this is live right now, but a lot of people are rewatching the show. So if you're rewatching the show, make comments because we go back. We're gonna look at everyone that made comments, and in the beginning of every show, we're gonna do like 2 raffles, 3 raffles, whatever, just to like pull from everyone that watched the show from the previous week. Okay. Anyways, one more raffle.
Oh.
One more raffle and one more name. Yeah.
So we're spinning again.
And as we do that, yeah, we're gonna get ready for next thing. Okay, so go ahead, spin. All right, towel. So IslandTAT towel. That goes to Joe Sablon.
Right.
Half a day, yeah. Joe. So there, Joe and Maria. So let's see.
We'll be sending you a towel. Send us your information.
Towel, Maria. Okay, gotta get a system going here somehow.
Yeah.
we don't know how we're doing this, but
we got it.
Okay, so let's talk about the differences. So we did get a question. Oh, did you have other questions?
Well, the one question was I couldn't find her name, but she asked what was the difference between a Hawaiian.
Okay, so we did get that question.
The Polynesian tattoo. Yeah, that's
a good question,
yeah.
And that's why we decided to do this because a lot of people understand Polynesian tattoo, and that's a good question. What's the difference between a Hawaiian and a Samoan tattoo? Now we did our little journey to the Pacific videos in the past, and we're not done going through the Pacific, but we're gonna take a step back and kind of backtrack just to give you guys a better idea, because this is a great question. The difference between Hawaiian and Samoan. Now, Hawaiian and Samoan are both Polynesian. It's both within the Polynesian triangle. But I want to show you guys a comparison of the symbols and the style of tattoos that they would do. So we're going to get into that. So as we get into that, right now, we're going to start off with Samoan tattooing. So this is an example of a traditional Samoan tattoo. It's called a pea. And if you could see all the markings and the placement of this tattoo, that's very traditional to Samoa. It's done by their belly button or the ribs all the way down to below their knees. Here's another photo. This is just the back. Now look closely at all the markings and the symbols. They're different for everyone, but they all kind of have the same look, the same idea, because they all have meanings. There's a lot of meanings, like the va'a, the canoe, the spear, the it's all based on family, the flying fox. There's a lot of meanings to this tattoo. Here's another example.
I have a question.
What's up, Rob?
So, I just realized I'm seeing different designs between everybody, and there are different families, but will they repeat so much that they end up all being the same, or will they all forever be different between families?
As far as each tattoo or what?
Yeah, I guess I mean between families. You said that makes a different design, right? Is that what you said?
Okay, so in traditional Samoan tattoos, what I've learned is the tattoo artist, he is the one that decides what the person gets.
Okay.
And although it's put together the same as far as like
arrangement,
the basic, the va'a goes on the back, and then the spears go on the side, and then you have a lot of black on the side, but there's a lot of symbols in between, and that is different with everyone, all based on the artist. He decides.
Oh, that makes sense. See, I don't.
So let's.
Good. I don't know.
Let's look, and then we also had another comment. Okay, so from Ryan. Aloha, Ryan. He goes, for those that go out and seek a poly-inspired tattoo, both the artist and the subject would be doing a disservice to themselves if they don't take the time to do research and understand what it is they're putting on their body. Learn the culture, respect the culture, and in the end, it shouldn't matter where you come from if you carry it in your heart. Shaka.
Good job, Ryan. I like that.
Yes.
Thank you.
I definitely agree. I mean, couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, aloha, Rick.
That's true. Aloha, Rick. How's it? Tony. Are these designed by Josh? No, these are not. Oh, good. Thank you for mentioning that.
In regards to the decals.
Oh.
Yeah, the decals.
Sorry, I'm all out of... Tony asked if these are designed by Josh, but he was asking if the decals are designed by Josh. And yes, they were. Those are designed by me, but... good disclaimer. These tattoos are not done by me. So let's go back to these are traditional Samoan tattoos. Now pay attention to the way that it's placed on the body and the markings, the amount of black, the symbols, the motifs. All of these are very important. Now, this artist is Suluape Pilimo'o. He's the one that did my tattoos.
Oh, he did yours?
My hand tap tattoos. Now, he does traditional Samoan tattooing. Today, he's located in Hawaii. And he learned from Suluape Paulo from Samoa. And
their family?
And from the Suluape family.
Oh, okay.
And these are tattoos done by him. Now, this is an example of tattoos that are traditional in the sense of hand tap.
Yeah. But
contemporary in the sense of why they're done and where they're placed. Okay. So these are done by Suluape Pilimo'o, and this is today's world. We have to evolve and move forward. But he is using the hand tap tools, but he's doing amazing work. With the tools like this, as you could see. Now this wasn't done traditionally as far as the placement, but
that's hand tap.
Yes, this is
all
done with the hand tap.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is what these artists today can do. Only certain artists like Suluape Pilimo'o and
those
the
lines
family
are like second to none right there.
It's crazy. I mean, well, look at this next piece. This is done on the chest.
Oh wow!
With a hand tap, but it's Samoan. It's traditional, but it's not a traditional pe'a.
It's almost like evolving, right?
It's part of the evolution. Here's another one, another chest design. And again, look at the symbols.
Yeah.
The motifs. Not really the placement. The placement, this isn't what they used to do back in the day because it was a rite of passage. The Samoan males would get the pe'a, like you saw earlier.
So if the traditional
pe'a.
No, but what they would wear, like clothes. Wasn't
lavas?
Yeah, wasn't the upper body revealed more than the lower body?
As far as if they were lavas or what?
Yeah, I don't know the tradition.
Yeah, I mean they had.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So I was just saying, like,
I
if
don't
they were to show like rite of
me,
passage, wouldn't it be easier to see, like, if I had a tattoo on my chest? than my legs.
You know what? I don't know if traditionally they wore nothing because it looked like they had like skirts, you know, like the lava lavas or something, because it was all dark. It was like they were wearing coverings on the bottom.
I think that's where I was at. I think I was asking. That's where I was.
You know, and again, this is where the culture, if you grew up in Samoa and your great-great-grandfather told you stories, you know, told his grandfather and, you know, and it just passed it down. Yeah, I'm sure they have these stories that would tell why they did it and all this. But what we know is it's a rite of passage.
Okay.
And if you were a chief, you would get it. It's really meaningful, and it breaks down a lot. And this is the type of things that, you know, I can't get into each symbol and this and that. I know a lot individually, but as far as a traditional pea, you know, that's something that is sacred to them. So here's just another example. Suluape Pilimo'o did this tattoo right here.
Wow. You should have him come out to the shop.
That's Samoan. What was that?
You should have him come out to the shop.
I know. I mean, he did guest spot out here twice. We do have to, I got to contact him and get him out here, but we got to make sure we're set, you know? Huh?
Did my uncle get hand tapped
by
him when he was here?
Oh, he just got back. And then this next one, actually, I just found this, so I just want to give him a shout out. So this is Suluape Pilimo's Mo'o Tatau. This is his info. Or you can find him here on Facebook. Just type him in and boom, he pops up. So let's talk about Hawaiian tattoos. So that was Samoan tattoos.
Okay.
So get that in your head, those designs, the way it looked. Really get that idea.
Thick black lines.
And I was sure to keep that with the hand tap. No tattoo machines, because later I'll talk like tattoo machines. But right now, hand tap. That was done traditional pea, like the old way from here to your knees. And then there was also some contemporary, like on the back piece, some sleeves, done nowadays with the old way. But it was all Samoan.
Oh.
Now we're going to get into Hawaiian. And this is hand tap as well. Now, this gentleman, Suluape Keone Nunez, he was given the title Suluape as well, for respect. He was adopted into that family as well, but he's from Hawaii. But Hawaii lost the tradition of hand tap. I mean, it's sacred. It's a lost art because of the missionaries that came, abolished it. We only know Hawaiian tattoos from art, from the journals of Captain Cook and all that, and information passed down, oral tradition. Other than that, Suluape Keone Nunez is seen here hand tapping, but he does Hawaiian tattoos. So let's look at some Hawaiian tattoos, some traditional Hawaiian tattoos. Now look at the symbols, the motifs, and hopefully you could see the difference. Now these are geometric shapes, a lot of triangles, diamonds. You have birds, just different shapes that represent nature, genealogy. A lot of symbols done on the legs are genealogy. But a lot of these symbols have meanings.
It looks a lot like a tapa print too.
Right, and a lot of designs were used from tapa print.
Oh, okay.
And pottery.
Pottery? Like you guys had
Well, that's how they can tell that the Lapita and the Polynesians are the same from the Lapita pottery. The designs were borrowed.
So it was just like migrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
They migrated. Here's another design. So these are Hawaiian, again, traditional Hawaiian designs. Now, how they're put together and placed is what indicates the meanings and the story, which is all told by the artist. Suluape Keone Nunez is the one that put this together, so he knows the story. He put it together in the way that he designed it for this particular person. Here's another example of a Hawaiian tattoo.
Oh.
So you can see the difference. Again, these are contemporary in the fact that obviously they're not done like back 100 years ago, but these are done today, but hand tap style. Here's a good example on the leg, and another example you could see a lot is done on the legs.
I like that. Those are just good designs.
One of the things that I read during research was that with the legs, it was a genealogy, and they would go up to the groin area where life.
Oh.
You know, your genealogy. So some would
Wow.
go on the inside of the leg all the way up.
So many dots just
And on
connected
the
for me. That
outside.
makes so much sense.
It's like a way to hold your genealogy and pay tribute and respect it. So here's another tattoo. A lot of triangle patterns that you see. They have scales.
You know, and that makes a good point. Is that
Here's another one.
they're not basic as in like not good, but the tradition's so like to the point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, life meaning.
Basic.
Yeah.
Is, you know, again, less is more in
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of ways in these tattoos. And here's one last tattoo. I'm not sure if
Whoa.
all of these are Hawaiian because there's a lot of black, and a lot of that black markings could be seen in the Marquesas Islands.
That's real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ouch.
Oh yeah. These are all real.
Beautiful.
So you know, these are designs. You could see those are all Hawaiian designs.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you can just get an idea of Samoan and Hawaiian. And I've done in the past Hawaiian tattoos, and I've done Samoan, like with a machine, so it wasn't traditional. I do not do traditional tattoos, but here's an example of also some patterns that are Hawaiian, like strictly Hawaiian, but I guess, you know, borrowed from other cultures like Tahitian and Marquesian. You could see these patterns in other Polynesian cultures, but mostly in Hawaiian. These are just some examples of patterns, and these are found in book. I mean, you honestly, you can just look this up. I just looked this up. I know the book this comes from, but I mean, you could look this up on the internet.
And a lot of the patterns too, like you see. I mean, I don't know for sure which, but some patterns like in the triangle, the shark teeth on the bottom, right?
Yes, the whole bottom.
And
Nihonmano.
the triangle, how it's a triangle.
Uh-huh.
That's some cultures in North America have that.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that in the weaving, in
Yeah.
the baskets, and that's why I said we are one people.
Yeah.
We all shared a lot back in, you know, in ancient days, you know,
Yeah.
times. We all shared a lot in the culture, and you could see it in the tattoos, the designs, and that's why we have to just, you know, get it like unite,
Yeah.
come together.
Come
That's what it's
together.
about.
So it's
So again, all of this you can find. This is all public knowledge, but that is an example. And now I kind of want to do our tattoo tutorial. But before we do that, before we do the tattoo tutorial, I am going to pull some names. So let's see what someone wins real quick. We're gonna see. So again, if you're just watching now, make a comment. Everyone that makes a comment, we have a raffle, ongoing raffle, because we like to give back. It's called the Loa Spirit.
Yeah.
We like to give back to you guys for helping and sharing and liking and following this page, because it's a platform for us all to share. So spin the wheel and let's see what we got.
Oh,
You got a t-shirt, and
Yeah.
the winner, Derek Blas.
Derek, congratulations!
Congratulations, Derek.
Yeah.
All right, Derek got a t-shirt, so we're gonna get that shirt out to him, and then spin it again real quick.
Spin it again.
We're gonna get another one real quick, guys.
Tell me when.
Go ahead. All right, so decal.
Decals.
So who gets a decal?
Who's it? Decal goes to Rick Aotearoa.
Rick.
That's good.
Congratulations, Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
All right, there you go. Just like that. One more.
Oh, Josh feeling good right now.
Yeah.
It must be Christmas time. Oh, decal. Is that decal? Oh, no.
No, that's a.
You got the bag.
Oh, we didn't put it on there, but that's a goodie bag. So you get a goodie bag, and that's going to be a IslandTAT rope bag with some goodies in it. So
Congratulations. Who
there you go. Congrats.
Who won that one?
Oh, Uncle Alamano.
Hey, right, Uncle.
All right, Uncle Alamano.
Right.
There you go. All right, nice. All right, Uncle.
Couldn't have been anyone better.
Okay, so stay tuned, guys, because we got more raffles and giveaways right after this.
Right after.
So right now we're gonna do a tutorial. I wanna show how a design can be used in today's tattooing, Polynesian tattooing. And again, this isn't traditional, but I want to go over the Lauhala design that I learned, and I'm going to show you kind of the different ways that it's used. So, let's go over this. Now, those of you that are artists out there, tattoo artists, feel free to join in. Feel free to join in and give, comments or give me ideas, suggestions, or whatever you see fit.
Tattoo tutorial time.
All right, here we go. So, Lauhala. Now, a basic weave pattern can be seen like this. Okay, so I'm going to use different pens here. Actually, I could just go.
While you're designing it, Victoria had a question saying, "Where are you at?" We are located in San Diego, California.
Yes. We have a lot of viewers from all over, and we were getting messages asking that. So we are located in San Diego, California, which is not Polynesia. But I'm from Hawaii, and that's where my heart is. So
if you came here, you wouldn't think it wasn't.
That's
so many good mixed cultures up here.
I would move back. Maybe I will in the future.
Don't leave me.
You can run the IslandTAT out here. Okay, so this is a basic Hawaiian Lauhala pattern.
Oh.
And I like to use thick and thin lines. It's not necessary. And again, who knows what's, like the truth, right? I'm just telling you the IslandTAT Josh way.
What does that do for you? Is that just give it like a
depth? So
depth. Yes, that's the word.
If you guys can see, it's line weight. Two different lines give two different effects. And you artists out there, I'm sure you know this, but you aspiring artists that don't really understand this, it's important to use different line weights, or else it all gets. Okay, let's show you the difference. Now, what's important is the spacing, and all the lines have to be straight. I'm doing this real quick, so it's not straight, but
straighter than my lines for sure. For sure.
But you understand the point, right? So when I first started, I just, did my best, and I kind of winged it and everything. And it wasn't so important to make these straight. And then I realized it is very important to make it straight.
Oh, yeah, you do see a difference.
Now, these are just different ways that you can do it. There could be other ways too, but you see the difference? Mm-hmm. So the bold lines here give it more depth, like I like to say it's more pleasing to the eye.
Yeah.
Than that. That's flat. This seems kind of flat.
Mm-hmm.
There's no right answer here. It's whatever you want.
Yeah, they both work.
It's kind of whatever you want. It's almost like that could be shading, or shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's this way, and this could be Hawaiian or Tahitian. I've seen Tahitians use this in Tahitian patterns. I want to kind of leave some up because I want to show the difference. So you can also do this. Now, the difference here would be
Wow, it's so many lines.
Okay, so just real quick, there's in this pattern right here. This is seen in a lot of Samoan designs, and this one is seen in a lot of Hawaiian designs. Again, contemporary.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like in today, this is what we see in the difference. Obviously, it's similar, but there is a difference, and you could see the difference right here. I've seen this being said to be nihomano or shark's teeth, and I never learned that.
Okay.
I've never seen it like that. I've heard that this could be nihomano, and I've only seen that in a book that people bought from Amazon, and the book had a lot of weird things in it that I've never heard. So that's what I'm talking about as far as information out there getting watered down and just kind of people saying whatever.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard of that being shark's teeth.
I think, like you always say, look for the consistency in information.
Yeah, and I definitely never heard that. But these are different patterns, Hawaiian, Samoan, and again, Tahitian. In Polynesian, you could say in Polynesian, but we're talking about Hawaiian, Samoa. So this is the Lauhala pattern. I want to show you what Lauhala looks like and where it's from. This is an example of Lauhala mat.
Yeah.
Or fala mat in Samoa. Here's a close up, and then here are them weaving. Now they also do it with palm trees, right? Like coconut trees. But it's just a weaving. It's just a weaving where they do mats, baskets, all kinds of things.
Yeah,
to weave.
People do that. They do it so fast too.
Now these are all example of the weaving, and a good example of the meaning of a mat could be bringing together, coming together. This is the pandanus tree. Now, there's different variations throughout the Pacific, but I'm sure if you've been to Hawaii, Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, all of them, they all have this family, this tree, and the leaves of this tree, when they fall and they dry out, can be used in weaving. Here's another weaving, like a bracelet or something. Now, these are all different ideas and ways that they weave. And then here's baskets. And again, let's look at the design. Let's look at the geometric designs that Hawaiians use. So if you could look at the pattern, the very top, those are variations of Lauhala. And as you see right in the middle, the squares, those could be Lauhala too.
Okay.
And you know how you get that, the Lauhala pattern, with the first example that we pulled up, the squares, because there's a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Like this, right there. Okay, so in tattooing, there's another way that you can show Lauhala too, and I've done it in different tattoos. And instead of the squares where they do it all black, right? In a contemporary way, and this is what the gentleman did last week when he used the Lauhala pattern in the back of the koru, the ferns.
Yeah.
You could do lines kind of like shading every other one.
Just while you're designing, quick comments. Amber Shep said, yes, this is awesome. Noel said, very educational to talk today. Solid. And Renato
Half a day, Amber.
Says, is there a Chamorro pattern?
Oh, yeah. We had a Guam segment earlier, and we talked about the laddystone and the fish and the dolphins.
You can find that in our videos on the Facebook.
You can go back and check that out. We also talk about Guam, a lot of good stuff about Guam and tattoos and how the traditional tattooing was never found based on the word tattoo in Guam. There's no like Chamorro word for tattoo. Well, we did a lot of history and research. Anyway, so if you look close at this pattern, you could see the drawing of the Lauhala mat. And that's what the gentleman was doing last week
On a
in
sketch.
the design.
Okay.
And this can be used in a tattoo. I mean, you can actually shadow and shade that pattern. And the meaning is you can use it for different meanings. I've used it for foundation. Don't know how to spell. Foundation. Again. What am I? Sorry, guys.
First one to spell it right in the comments.
Yeah.
Would say.
Foundation, like you're planted. Your
Yeah.
feet's planted on the ground. Royalty, also, because royalty would use the Lauhala, would only be able to sit on it.
Okay.
Bringing together. Bringing together. Family. Like family as far as weaving together, you bringing everyone together and weaving them together. Also, what do you call?
I don't know. I'm not the.
No. I'm gonna.
You're gonna get
there's
it.
a lot to my head.
But not shark teeth. They're not shark teeth.
Family. Royalty. Oh, tradition. Okay, so remembrance. So back in the day, the Lauhala mats was revered. It was like a really, really high valued item. And when you got a TATtalk, when there were ceremonies, there would be an exchanging of Lauhala, the mats, tapa, different things. So they would exchange it. Kind of like you saw at the wedding.
Yeah.
But that was tapa. But they would give mats as gifts or even to pay for things.
Oh.
It was a way as a payment.
Yeah.
And it's so by using Lauhala, it's like a way to remember this is what we used to do in our tradition, is to pay for things or give these high value items, this is what we did back then. So it's a way to carry that forward as remembering our past.
Yeah.
And again, these are just different meanings that I've learned personally. So again, this is the IslandTAT way.
Yeah.
Let's not say it's traditional or anything. I'm just giving you an idea of like my journeys, my travels, and what I've learned. So that wraps the tattoo tutorial up. And so that's any other questions?
No, they're just really following along the tutorial.
Oh, Noel. Also, Noel asked that?
Yeah.
Hey, so you know what? They actually have a podcast par bar. So all you Chamorros out there that are interested in anything Guam or the community, they have a podcast par bar. So check that out here on Facebook. But let's see.
He's part of the.
Together Unity. Yeah, bringing together unity.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm catching up on these comments.
I don't know anybody, so it's hard for me to
as
be.
we're going. Okay, so right now we're gonna go ahead and do a tattoo highlight of the week. But before that, let's do a couple giveaways real quick. So anyone that made a comment, you're in the raffle for giveaways, and we're gonna do some giveaways. So what do we got next? Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. What is
Looks
it?
like a tattoo.
Tattoo set.
Nice.
You know what, guys? We have temporary tattoos that I designed too. And it's a whole set, and it's pretty cool. It's for the kids, and they, or you, whoever, it's a good idea.
The winner is going to be Keone Redoris.
Keone?
Yeah, Keone.
Keone. Congrats. Yep, Keone.
Yay.
All right, Keone. Congrats, man. So you got a temp tat set, and we're going to send out stickers and all this with it. So you guys got
Do another one?
Yeah, let's do another one. All right.
can
A
see it.
decal. We got another decal, and again,
Yay.
these decals are Hula Girls, Ikaika, Warrior, cool for cars and stuff. So what do we got?
We got Ryan Castro.
Nice. Congrats, Ryan.
All right,
All
Ryan.
right, Ryan. Sick. And then one more. A towel.
Towel.
All right, so you get another towel. Who gets that?
Towel is going to someone who means a lot to me, and I miss him so much. James Sanbria.
Oh, James gets
Right,
a towel.
Cameron got that
All
one
right,
for you, James.
Yeah, we miss him here on the show, man. A lot of people asking about him. So, all right, James. Hope all is well, and all of you guys watching. Real quick, we're gonna go over some tattoos. So let's hit some tats.
Boom.
Okay, so this tattoo right here. Not here, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Actually, let's do the Hawaiian. That should be at the end. That's the Polynesian. Sorry. We're going to wrap it up. Okay. Yep. So this tattoo is a good example of Hawaiian motifs, but not traditional. It's like you could see the shark's teeth, the scales, the weave, the mat. You could see the waves. Those are all motifs, Hawaiian motifs that are done in a contemporary Polynesian tattoo today. These spears right here in the middle going up, right in the center, those are Samoan. They're not Hawaiian, but the shark's teeth and everything else is a Hawaiian pattern.
Okay.
So that's an example of using Hawaiian motifs in a Polynesian tattoo.
Who did that?
Yeah, that's back in the day.
You did that?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah,
Oh.
all these tattoos I did. So this is a throwback right here. Now this is a Samoan tattoo. This is actually Junior Seau's son, Tyler Seau, his oldest son. But this is he wanted a Samoan tattoo to, honor his culture. And as you could see, these motifs and the style is done like Samoan tattoos, like you saw earlier. And this was done with a machine, and it's not traditional again, but this is a good example of how Samoan patterns are used in a, contemporary way.
Definitely see the difference.
Yeah, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. There should be another Samoan tattoo. Maybe not.
Go on, Bobby. Yeah, congratulations, Ryan.
Okay.
Good job.
So, all right. So those are Hawaiian, Samoan that you saw, and then now this is Polynesian. So, those are Polynesian too, because obviously Samoa and Hawaii is in Polynesia.
Yeah.
But this is a mix all over. On the top, the bottom, you have shark's teeth. You have the Lauhala weave in it. You have Tahitian on the shoulder. You have Samoan. I mean, it's just a big mix with a story for him, this individual right here.
Beautiful, man.
And these are just examples. And this next one is an example, a female example. But she wanted a koi fish and a hibiscus flower. That's what she really wanted. So we had to take those two symbols and make it match her on her side, her hip right there, on her leg going up her hip. And that's a way, I only used a couple symbols. I think there's like Samoan and Tahitian in there.
Is there a symbol for is there a meaning to the fish, the koi fish, by any chance?
Well, the koi fish is Asian inspired, but the koi fish should always go upstream, and it represents perseverance, because they always make it upstream. So that's what I learned. Always make it going up, and it represents perseverance.
Wow.
So that's a good example of Polynesian tattoos today, in today's world. So there you go. Justin said, my kids love the tattoos. They showed everyone. Going to be getting more. They want to rock at the Aloha Fest. Yep. So these temporary tattoos are good. Actually, can I see the set real quick?
Yeah.
Bobby Ford, how's it? He said it turned into a dragon, so maybe he's talking about the koi fish turns into a dragon when he gets upstream.
Oh.
I mean, maybe. Bobby, is that correct?
Ooh, look at those.
We're about to end the show, but before we end, I want to show you some designs. This temporary tattoo set comes with all of these, and these can be found on the website. These
for
last
2 seconds. Hurts for like 2 seconds.
2 to 7 days, depends how much you shower or not, or how hard you scrub. But they are temp tats and they last. And there's multiple designs in here. Comes with a lot, actually.
Cut them up, make a sleeve.
Yeah, these are meant to be all cut up into individual tattoos. But kids love them, and if you don't have a tattoo and want to see what it looks like, these are good to kind of get an idea of just, wearing a tattoo. And these are online too. You could check it out, IslandTAT.com. All right, guys. So let's do one more giveaway.
Why not?
One more. Let's do one more giveaway. Anyone that made a comment, you are in the running to win something, and we're going to spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel, see if you win anything, guys.
Ready? Here we go.
Here we go.
Whoa.
Okay, you get a decal, and the decals are nice. They're either a Kaika Warrior or Hula Girl. So, who gets that?
Jonathan Aotearoa.
Jonathan, congrats. You got the decal. All right, guys, so we gave away, we got T-shirts given away, towels, decals, goodie bag, temporary tattoos. And next week on the show, next Tuesday at 6:30, when you join us right in the beginning of the show, we're going to do a couple raffles from everyone that rewatched and everyone today that didn't get pulled. So feel free to join us again. I love that you guys join in and ask questions and share information. And please share this video, share this podcast to TATtalklive.com. Let everyone know. Follow the page, and we're trying to build this community for everyone. It's not just about IslandTAT. It's not just about TATtalk and us. It's about all of us
and all
from every culture.
Ask questions. Even if it's after the live, ask questions. We'll try to get back to them as best as we can.
And if you guys think of anything for tattoos, the culture, just anything you want to talk about next week, either send a message or you can make a comment. Message for sure, we'll get it. Comments, we might miss a couple, but either way, just let us know, guys. And thanks a lot. It's doing great, and yeah, we got so much more to show you guys.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.